Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. My name's Stephanie and today I'm going to be sharing my KBShimmer haul from Black Friday. So I'm finally getting around to finishing my Black Friday swatching videos, and thank you so much for your patience. But yeah, I have tried KBShimmer before, a couple of polishes here and there. I've never really picked up full-on collections, so they do have a ton of gorgeous ones. But over Black Friday, I wanted to treat myself and get a couple of polishes that I've been eyeing. I did also pick up a couple of replacement brushes, but these already come with the paddle brushes, so you're not gonna see those in this video. And I also grabbed a sugar scrub that I think was scented in pear berry. Full disclosure, I haven't even tried it yet because I have a few other sugar scrubs that I've been going through. So today's video will just be about the nail polishes that I grabbed. And I also don't have any comparisons for them, generally because they just don't look similar to anything I have in my collection, with the exception of the blue cream. I'll probably be doing a comparison shorts video for that polish specifically soon. But yeah, I will save more of my thoughts at the end. For now, let's just get into the swatches. The first three polishes that I have are from the Best in Snow collection this past winter. This first shade here is Noel It All, and this is a bright cherry red reflective glitter polish. When I did my favorite reflective glitters video last month, I shared a lot of KBShimmer reflective specifically, and they definitely were on the very thick and gritty side, but they recently reformulated them to be a little bit more on this jelly finish. So hopefully you can tell that these are a lot easier to work with. The first coat definitely applied really smooth and fairly even coverage for the most part, but it's still a little bit sheer, so I needed two coats to make it fully opaque. And yeah, I absolutely love this one. I'm so happy to finally have a true red reflective in my collection. The next polish that I have is Just Roll With It, and this is like a warm golden peachy tinted base with these holographic hex glitters in some varying sizes, and there's also this like warm kind of pinkish coppery shimmer in here as well. So on the first coat you can see just how sheer the base is, where you can pretty much see through right to my nail line, but I do get a lot of glitter, so I think this could be used as a topper if you wanted, but I decided to just build it up in 3 coats because that's how I've seen all the swatches and how I personally would like to wear this glitter. So even though this one was really sheer on the first coat, I thought it was going to give me full coverage on 2 coats, but I could still make out some nail line just because of how light and sheer the base color was. So I did end up needing a 3rd coat to make this one fully opaque, and it definitely is pretty, but I don't know, there's something about it that I just ended up not really loving on me. Like, I think it's just a little too peachy and less gold than I was expecting it to be. And the last polish that I picked up from the newest collection is Skiing is Believing, and this is the one that I was the most excited for, I think. It is this beautiful, bright, hot pink base with a multi-chrome shimmer that shifts from gold head-on to green and aqua in extreme angles. I just love shades like this so much. I already wore this as a full manicure maybe a week or 2 ago at this point, and I just could not stop staring at my nails. It is just so pretty. This one had a really great formula too, where it was very full and even coverage on the first coat alone, but it's still a bit sheer. I ended up stopping at 2 coats here, but I think you can still see some nail lines, so if you really wanted it opaque, you can do a 3rd. It's absolutely beautiful, but this one did end up staining my nails a little bit. Next, I grabbed another multi-chrome. This one is called Hidden Potential, and I think it came out maybe last year or the year before, but it's kind of a similar shade to Skiing is Believing, but it's a bit more purple leaning and darker. Apologies that I didn't record the first coat, but it's, again, pretty much the same as Skiing is Believing, where it gave me really great coverage, and I pretty much stopped at 2 coats, and I absolutely love this one. I was totally influenced after seeing so many swatch photos on Reddit to pick up this shade. It is just such a beautiful berry purple color with this really gorgeous copper shimmer head on, but it's so vibrant in indirect lighting. You guys know I always say I'm not the biggest fan of multi-chromes, but this one is an absolute favorite. Next, I grabbed another reflective polish. This is Let the Beet Drop, and I think this is actually from the Fall About You collection. It is this absolutely stunning beet colored polish that is so packed with these reflective glitters that are both silver but also these like purple ones, or maybe they're magenta. You'll see at the end of the swatch though. But yeah, this one had another absolutely amazing formula that was so incredibly full coverage on the first coat. It wasn't totally even though. I feel like the left side of my nail was a little bit sheer, so I still needed to do a second coat for this one. But again, I just found it really easy to work with. It wasn't quite as jelly as the red from Winter, so I'm not quite sure when KB Shimmer reformulated their reflective polishes, but I really like this one, especially for the color. Look at how insane it looks under flash. Then I also ended up grabbing this blue cream polish called Stream On, Stream Away, and I was absolutely blown away by this coverage. It was basically a one coater for me. Granted, I am a little heavy-handed, so if you do prefer doing thinner coats, you might have some light spots and need a second coat, but I thought this one was absolutely gorgeous. I love how inky this midnight blue is, but even though it's super dark, it's still blue. And rounding out my little haul is Hexy Bikini, which if you watched my favorite glitters video last month, you already have seen this polish. I just could not help but share it because it is absolutely jaw-droppingly gorgeous. It's basically like this hex glitter bomb that is super packed with silver glitters, but there's also these aqua and magenta glitters as well. It's basically dense enough that you can build it up to be fully opaque in just 2 coats alone, or you might need like a little dabbing if there are some bald spots, but it's not one of those polishes that you have to sponge on for full coverage, so I really do like that. And I also love how blingy it looks on the nail. It just is so freaking pretty. I would especially love to try this as like a glitter gradient or even just an accent nail, but I was also curious to see how it would look in one coat on top of Stream On, Stream Away. Personally, I think it's a little too dense to use as a topper, but it can still work. So let me know how you would wear this, if you would build it up on its own or wear it as a topper. So that wraps up my swatches for my KB Shimmer haul. As always, I would love to know what you think of the shades that I grabbed. I know so many of you already have been loving Hexy Bikini since I shared it in my favorite glitters video, so I'd love to know if any of you have grabbed that one since then. I'm also curious to know if you guys have tried the newer reflective glitters after they've been reformulated, or I'd love to know what your favorite KB Shimmer polishes are. Like I mentioned, I have tried a couple of them before over the years, and they generally have been really amazing. I don't ever really remember trying a cream from them before, so I was especially blown away by that blue. I know that it is a darker color, so it's a little bit easier to get away with one coat, but I am curious to try some other creams. Overall though, I am such a huge fan of KB Shimmer polishes. I think they are super amazing. Really great quality, great coverage. I love the paddle brushes. I especially love that they sell replacement paddle brushes for super cheap. As always, I will have KB Shimmer's website linked down below if you want to pick up any of these shades or the replacement brushes, but I will also have Beyond Polish's website linked below, as well as my code, because I'm an affiliate with Beyond Polish and you can find some of these polishes there. But yeah, make sure to leave me any and all thoughts that you have down below so we can chat about it. But thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.